Hello, welcome to another episode of This, That, and the Other. And when we lived in Okinawa, big thing on the island was the karate. That was a big thing. And one of the things I remember about karate was the very different degrees of belts. And what I remember, of course, the beginner belt was white. And then, of course, you got degrees too. I don't know how many degrees these belts have, but anyway, you had white, and then the next belt up was green belt, and then you had brown belt, and then black belt. I remember there was one boy that was probably under 15 that had a black belt, so he must have been pretty good. And then there was a belt. This is what I was told. So I don't know if I'm correct on all these belt levels. This is back in like 1974, 75. Back then, you had different levels of black belt, and then there was a red and white belt. And matter of fact, one of the instructors had that. This one Japanese man. And from what I understand, I never actually saw one, but I was told that there was solid red belt. That was the highest belt in Okinawan karate. That's what I was told. I saw the man at an awards thing, and the man who was supposedly the grand master or whatever. He wasn't wearing a karate outfit, though. He was wearing a suit. He was part of the award ceremony. But anyway, I heard he wore a solid red belt. He was very old, but I understand from what I was told, very powerful. Nobody want to mess with him. I mean, obviously, if they're at that level, highest level of karate, nobody's going to want to mess with somebody that's got that. But anyway, that's what I was told as far as the level of the belts. Some of you out there know this better than I do. Might be able to correct me on this. I want to understand that it was white, green, brown, black, red and white, red. Of course, these are memories from like the middle 1970s. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm correct on how it was back then. It seems to be. I saw those other belts except for I didn't actually see anybody wearing a red belt. My brother said he did see that grandmaster wearing a solid red belt. So anyway, from what I understand, that was the highest belt in, I guess, the Okinawa Orthodox karate. I know other karates it's definitely probably like highest things, like a 10 degree black belt or something like that in karate. But anyway, correct me if I'm wrong on that, what I said as far as the levels of belts for Okinawa. And that being said, looking for ideas on shows to do in the future. Shows about preserving history, especially obscure aspects of history. That being said, like, subscribe, share. As always, thanks for watching.